Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is Nicholas, this is Major Crit, and we are on a quest to get ourselves a helmsman for our ship so we can go find our buried treasure. And apparently, this guy, Podley, who runs the bar, might know how to talk old Admiral Bobbery into getting out of retirement, getting back on a ship. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Yeah, why wouldn't we be? Oh, is that it? Now I see you want to mount an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. Fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. They lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus, a passing cold no one knew, but soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He's never gone out to sea since.
Gee, what a downer. I guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean.
You all know his tale now, so tell me, you still want him to return to the sea? Yeah? Yeah. It'd be great if he could get over his trauma, right? That would be better for him if he could. Because it seems like right now he's just kind of locking himself in his house and like wallowing in misery alone, which like isn't a great solution, especially given his age now. Like with the gray mustache, he seems like an older gentleman, and it sounds like he might have been a bit younger when this whole thing with his wife happened. So then, like maybe a decade, multiple decades of like just being locked away, alone, stewing. And that's not healthy. That's not healing from things. Yeah. Something needs to get him out of that slump. And I don't know if Mario's the right one to do it, but I mean, Mario's the only one who seems willing to try at this moment. So, very well. I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. Got an old letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery just before she departed. Now, why doesn't he have this? On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. Hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you that she told me what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and my love should blame himself for my death, I can give this letter to him so he may hear my voice. It was her last request, and why didn't you fulfill it? But when I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Okay, yeah, sorry, that's what I'm talking about here, right? Is, so far as we know, the only person who was close to Bobbery is Podley here. Like, we don't know of any of his other friends, co-workers, whatever, right? Like, people know stories about him, but it's like, you know, people in the same industry who see him as an old legend, right? Not necessarily people who would have been close to him, you know. So, the only person who could have maybe helped Bobbery through his funk has decided to take a completely hands-off approach for who knows how long. Again, the letter he gave us is called an old letter, and it looks all like, you know, discolored with time. That takes years to happen, right? Like, Podley. Yeah, you should have given him his wife's final letters. Like that is your bad, man. Please. Take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Podley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. Yeah, that is entirely your bad. Dude, again, like, in my own headcanon of this situation, it's probably been at least 20 years. Right? Just like with the feel I get for the situation. Like, just leaving him alone to stew, holding on to the final words. Yeah, like, that's a fully white mustache. Like, he's probably, what, at least in his 60s? I mean, I guess he could have, like, grayed prematurely. That happens. But, like, yeah. Yarr, what? Oh, my Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with ya. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting! Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped in between us, I've decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Yeah, although my life was short. So again, that kind of presumes that, you know, he was, like, not more than middle-aged at the latest, and probably, just from the feel, again, we're not given any specific dates, from the feel, probably younger. And Bobbery's definitely a more distinguished gentleman at this point. Yeah. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Wow, Podley, you messed up. You should have given him that letter. Our time, like love, is a tide. Ye are one with the sea, as you are one with me. 1,000 pardons, but I have a moment alone, if you please. Yeah, man, you take all the time you need. Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Keelhaul Key. Arf. If you think an old sea bum like me is what you need, let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, yes! That ship's in the harbor. I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Yeah, that letter had a dramatic impact on him. Right? Imagine what would have happened to his life if he had been given that, you know, a decade ago. Right? Let's talk conservatively. A decade ago. You know, maybe receiving it right after the death of Scarlet wouldn't have made as big of a difference, right? While it was still, you know, fresh and all that. What's Petuni emailing us for? But, man, it certainly seemed to have done him good now. Hi, Mario. How are you? I'm, good. No, very good. No, great. Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the Elder being mad at my... Oh, sorry, this is Petuni, not... I forget the name of the guy. Oh, well, it's been a couple chapters.
Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the Elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? Like a place no one's ever been? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back here, come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petuni. Yeah, and we got the picture of the egg there, so I believe we can get those eggs now if we go and visit her. But what are those eggs used for? I think they can be used for the cook things. I think they can be used to make bombs. I seem to remember egg bomb. But I'd have to look at the recipe. I never use them much. Alright, are we ready to ship out finally? Is it time?
Flavio, I knew you would get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustached man, you. To you I must say ahoy. I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well. My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. You have no errands? We can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we sail? Yeah, let's shove off. Very well, to the sea. Raise anchor and set sails for thrills and emotion. And romance and money. Our destination is Dread. Keelhaul Key.
Wait up!
Oh. Right. Thought that was a Toad's voice at first, but no, it was a bubum. Those fore and aft sails seem really small. This is X-Knock 1. Cross-Knot 1 here. Come in, dude. I repeat. Cross-Knot 1 here. Over. Roger. Reading you 5 by. Infiltration is successful. Cross-Knot Black board vessel. Repeat. Cross-Knot Black is on board the vessel. Why can I not read his lines? Alright, finally. Chapter 5. The Key to Pirates. Get it, Keelhaul Key? That's never been a pun that's been made before. On the Grand Ocean. Month Star, Day Exo, over the protest of my crew. Over the protest of my crew, the SS Flavion has set sail. In this voyage is say, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts. Month Star, Day XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. It is as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartily. Month X, Day X, ding! Things are going smoothly, perhaps even too smoothly for my comfort. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. Gold Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom, bossa, boom, festival. The Stash Brothers, best of friends, 3 times red Stash lands on his end. Blue Stash his belly 4 times his back, so let's hear those fireworks go boom. What? Sorry. It seemed like there was a rhyme scheme I could handle in that first line, and then it kind of went off track on the second line. And now... At the Boom Bossa Boom Festival. Whatever. I was trying to like listen to his singing, see if I could figure it out, but no. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no? The sound is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh, I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you of one of my many tales of raw bravery? No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. Great. You start again a tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday.
There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished.
Yeah, too bad this ship doesn't have like an inside people can be in.
Yeah, if you interrupt a mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Why is it...
What?
Wait, what's going on here? The ship's stopping.
Wait, Master Flavio. Awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story, but the ship stopped. Stopped, you say, to me, after interrupting the story of passion and fury? Well, it is your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it.
I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you I am not so rusty a sailor that I would miss it.
I'll investigate right quick. Wait a tick. So I'm trying to differentiate the two gruff pirates. We got Old Gruff and Big Gruff. That seems like an issue.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomping moment, you scallywags.
That seems like an issue.
Oi, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving. Arg! They're here!
What is the ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on?
No, they're upon us! The pirate ghosts!
All them rumors were true. No, that's the wrong voice.
What do? We gotta get out of here. Arg!
Do not panic yourselves. This is just a dream that we are all having. Awake. No. Quickly move the boat. Oh, ghostly oohing thing. Are you really that savage pirate king? Aye, help me!
Back up now, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Relax, I say. You simply must take it easy. What? Arg!
Bobbery, no! Excuse me, listen everyone, if we could form an orderly line without shoving, right after... I don't remember, what's his voice? Me! Alright, we're all getting knocked out the boat. Whoa! Hey, we must get out of here! Abandon ship, every rich, marvelous merchant for himself! And there we go. Shipwrecked. Monster de exta. Fortune from disaster. The kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island, Kilal Key, was our intended destination all along, no? And yet, we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. It pains me to think that they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, huh? We may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Monster de Exhart. We have made a semblance of civilized life here. The ship's flotsam washed in, and we now have salty bread and other salty things. We could live for some time on this salty bounty of the sea. But then what, I ask? Monster de Circle. We have built a few huts from the washed-up timbers. Ah, poor sweet SS Flavion. At least a shanty keep us out of the wind and rain. We still have had no sign of Bobbery and the others, and my heart she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Monster de Circle X. 3 days on the isle now. The huts are all finished. We have carved a life out here, though we all dream of a return to Rogueport. Keelhaul Key.
Oi, Captain Stash! It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come have a look.
Oh. Sweet. Alright, so, new area, which means new monsters, new things to fight. Okay, let's see, we've got a big open area here, so... Ah, there we go. I vaguely remember there being one here. I remember because when I was looking for star pieces in previous playthroughs, coming back to Keelhaul Key was a little bit of a pain in the neck. Ah! Oops!
Wahoo! Direct hit!
So I honestly didn't mean to do that. Got a whack-a-bump. A lump of something. Replenish 25 HP and FP. Oops. So, Normally, I avoid whacking Wacka. So Wacka is a cute little blue mole that if you hit him, you get a really, really sweet item that we just saw. But he's just like an innocent little blue mole thing, and so I feel bad, and so I don't do it.
Captain, please help us. Flavio and Papatch are in a huge fight.
Ooh, we've got a shop. And what about you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw those ghosts.
What are you talking about? You were the one quaking in his boots, fancy pants.
Wait, one moment. Did you just call the great Flavio a fancy pants?
That's right, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants.
Why, you little Cyclops? Flavio demands satisfaction. You, me, hammers, at dawn.
Oi, that's right, fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads.
Hammers at dawn, man. They're here! Who's saying that?
Yes, Captain Stash, them ghosts are back.
Man, in the middle of the day and everything. I do love the boxer and undershirt flag. That's very good. Mario, front and center. This is an order. Take care of those ghosts. Do it. Right into a fight we are. Can't flee. That's an ember. Sort of a pale blue flame spirit. Kinda spooky. XP HP is 8, attack is 3, defense is 0. Of course, since this thing is a flame, touching it will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? Here's another thing you should know. Something horrible is likely to happen if you attack it with fire. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attack though, so that's something. Get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well. Alright, so we could ice smash, but that's quite expensive how we've got it set up right now. Maybe I should degrade, like, see, how are you guys who are weak to ice? How are you guys who are weak to ice immune to getting hit by the spray? Seems like everyone is. They're off their ground, so I can't Quake Hammer, but because I've got my Quick Swap, I can do that. I can have you do a quick Power Shell. That takes out one of them. Begins another. Oh. Finish off him. Guard against that. Mario should be able to finish this off easily enough. Feels nice to start getting some actual proper experience from guys again. Oh yeah.
Yes, you're a bloomin' beast, Captain Stash.
Too early to celebrate, no?
There are surely more of them elsewhere, huh?
Someone must investigate the rest of the island. Yes, that is what must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, shall stay here. On this, I brook no argument. Yes, of course. Mario, perhaps you could handle the exploration of this island. I'm surprised you didn't do that already. That is my boy. I knew you would go forth with boldness. We count upon you. Okay, let's get a quick... We can do this now. Oh, well. Yeah, sorry, I just saw that. Anything else? Here. Oh! Were you on the ship with us, Mr. Kung Fu Man? Okay, so there's something else here. This is our bed. What's my health like? Yeah, I'm fine. So how... She gave a little jump there. And there. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out her, like, tells for treasure finding. Like, it seems like she's just, like, when you're on the map. Not as helpful as I would have liked. Yeah, she's like giving the same response no matter where we are. Okay, so like I literally have to be almost right on top of it before she gives us a different result. Alright, that's probably not going to be worth it too much. Alright, what's our inventory looking like? Not the worst. Let's go ahead and pick up an ice storm. And I think I'm going to also, in my badges, I'm going to unequip one of my ice smashes. And who do we want to equip? Because I kind of want ice smash to be cheaper so we can use it more often. Actually, here, can we get 3 points from somewhere? Damage dodge. I kind of want to turn damage dodge off, just because I want to start trying to use my super thing more. Are we gonna be? We're not gonna be fire driving much, I think. Here, we'll see what other sorts of enemies there are, but these guys, you know, the hints seem to point to them being like resistant to fire, or actually that something bad happens when you hit with fire, so maybe they get powered up. But anyway, so we're all ready to go out onto the island and start exploring, but that'll have to wait till next week. We're out of time for today. I'll see you guys then. Bye.